Welcome back, everyone, to your podcast, our podcast, the Popular Side Podcast. As always, here's Mr. Yinka Yusuf.
Hello, people. How are we doing?
And I'm Akin Adekeye. Thank you, everyone, for joining us on a very, very interesting episode. I think, Yinka, this is the first time in a while that we've both been away from our regular home studios, I think. And not in the same place together, you know what I mean?
Yeah, has it ever even happened before?
Yeah. No. First time.
I don't think so. I can't remember.
Yeah.
So trivia question to people that listen, has it ever, I don't think it's ever happened before, frankly.
Yeah. When we're not together in the studio. Yeah.
When we're not together in the studio. So it took us 90 episodes to get this one occurrence.
Yes, Yinka, congratulations on episode 90. That is crazy. That is a lot of time. Yinka, frankly, a lot of time we could have been doing other things. Why are we doing this?
Yeah, why are we doing this? Exactly. But on that note, I won't wait till the end. Please, let's make this worthwhile for us. If you're seeing this, you know what to do. Like, subscribe, tell your friends about us across all social media platforms. We would really appreciate it, right? But you're right, Akin. 90 episodes just flew by like that.
Yeah. In the new year, Yinka will be dancing on tables and doing other tricks. So that's how we're going to get engaged.
Yeah,
that's what we're going to be doing in the new year.
I think I'll subscribe to that. I'll do the recording, you do the dancing. That's what we'll do.
New year, new us.
New year, new us. Yeah.
Oh yeah. All right. So let's do a very, very, very quick catch up, right? So we are recording on Monday, the 22nd of December. It is almost Christmas. So I'll start with me. I am in Lagos. So that is not my usual background, but it is what it is. I'm in Lagos. It's been interesting, right? If you're checking any kind of Nigerian social media, you know everybody's talking about the traffic, and for good reason. It is insane.
Yep.
It is absolutely insane.
It is insane.
But I feel like you live in Nigeria, but I feel like it's like this every year. And then the day after Christmas, it kind of dissipates. That's what I think. I may be wrong. I feel like it's like this every year.
So it's a recent thing. There used to be a time that I look forward to December period when everybody's out of Lagos and we can have some peace. Yeah. So my Eastern brothers, my Igbo brothers go home, right?
Yeah.
People go home more or less during this period. Yeah. And the dirty December wasn't a thing then. Yeah. It's just a few people that come home. Even when they come, they don't stay in Lagos. They go to their respective villages. But until recently, I don't know what happened. This dirty December bug just hit everybody. And the whole world is coming to Lagos.
Yes.
What happened? Tell me.
So it's a couple of things. Like most things, it's not just one thing, right? So yes, dirty December happened, right? Yeah. You know, it's Ghana's fault. Like everything in this life is Ghana's fault. So Ghana decided to do dirty December and did a poor job of it. That everybody was like, "We're just gonna go to Nigeria. They're not gonna do anything for you, but at least we'll have a good time." You know, and we'll see Brother Boy in the club. You know, there's no Brother Boy in Ghana. You know, so it's Ghana's fault. So that's one. And two, obviously, the security situation in the country. People were not People don't want to be on the roads, pretty much.
Yeah.
A bush is your worst enemy now, right? And there's no bush in Lagos, so they feel safe in Lagos, right? Yeah, but anywhere that you have to drive
absolutely.
by bush, everybody's just respecting themselves. Like, okay, let's not do that. If we can fly there, maybe we'll go. But there's no airport in people's villages. If you fly, you still have to drive to the village. So I think it's a combination of Ghana and security situation. It's Ghana's fault.
And Nigeria being Nigeria, Lagos was a little secret, our dirty little secret, dirty literally, right? Not figuratively now. I know. Until now, the whole world, what's her name? Cardi B came. Cardi B was like, Lagos is lit. Yeah. Now all of a sudden, everybody wants to come to Lagos. Everybody wants to come to Lagos. It's insane.
But Yinka, on that note, right? So there's this guy, I don't know if you know, Edward Wonder. Do you know? He does like travel content. He does a lot of, you should follow him on, I'm old, so I have Facebook, which you don't do anymore, You're much younger. So you do the young people stuff. So what he does, he flies drones, he rides a bike through different cities, and he's really promoting, Nigerian cities. He just went to Ilorin last month and did a whole thing about Kwara, about Ilorin. Yeah, I think he's actually from Uyo, I think it's Akwa Ibom. So he does all over Nigeria, like he's big pan-Nigerian guy, promotes. I mean, you watch him, you're like, yes, Nigeria is beautiful. He does a really good job. So Edward Wonder.
I'll check him out.
Yeah, so he did one where he was like, he posted like 4 frames of the gridlock traffic. And he was like, well, we knew this was coming. Like, why didn't anyone do anything about this? Why is every event on the island? And why didn't we do anything about putting some infrastructure that, what people want on the mainland, so we can spread this stuff out? Why don't we do some cordoning off on the island and just say, okay, this is gonna be, he called it pedestrianizing. Why don't we just pedestrianize some roads? Say, okay, no cars can come here, people can just walk, and also buses, if you have, people are going to events anyway, why don't they have buses out there? You take 20 cars off the road, if everyone can fit in a bus. So it's all these very common sense things that he's talking about. But no one, no one really cares.
Those are behavioral things, Aki. Even if you put 50 buses on the road, Nigerians want to arrive in their own car, man.
but the so-called IJCBs will get on a bus if it's a party bus. I'm just saying.
If it is a party bus. So, for example, the coastal road that everybody's been maligning, all of a sudden there was. I had an event which you were aware of, but you couldn't make it. I wasn't invited to. Were angry. I was angry with. And by the way, before I go on with my thought, before I forget, congratulations to Aaron and Dr. Omojasola, my niece. We had a family wedding on Thursday, and that particular event caused a lot of traffic in VI. There's a particular part of VI because the venue is along the coastal road, right? So part of people trying to get to the venue caused a gridlock, and I had my guests that came for the wedding. Some people had to walk they parked their car like probably 500 meters away, and they had to get off their car and walk all the way to the venue. Someone that didn't have a driver or that couldn't park her car, it took almost 2 hours to move less than 300 meters. Yeah. But anyway, congrats to my niece and her lovely husband. Wishing you all happy married life. All the positives, all the blessings of marriage will be yours.
Amen.
All the negatives and bad news that we have in marriages will never come your way. Happy for you guys, and do enjoy your married life.
That's awesome.
Aki was not happy with me because one of our favorite Fuji musicians was the artist, Adewale Ayuba. And Aki was like, young man, if you had told me Adewale Ayuba was playing,
I would have moved my ticket.
He would have arrived in Nigeria earlier.
I would have moved my ticket. I missed him by what, 2 days? No, 1 day. I missed him by 1 day.
That was hilarious. You missed him by 2 days. You came in on
it was 2 days.
You came in on Sunday, I believe.
Sunday?
Yeah.
Oh, was the wedding on Saturday?
He missed it by 3 days actually. The wedding was on a Thursday.
Oh, I thought the wedding was Saturday. What am I doing that I can't come on Wednesday?
What am I doing? Anyway. So you're in Lagos. I'm
in Lagos.
I'm in Fes in Morocco, waiting for the Super Eagles game tomorrow. And they say when you're in Rome, you do as the Romans do. So that's why this is the first time I'm not wearing a jersey on this podcast. So I'm wearing the Moroccan attire, and it's cold here, man. It's Europe cold. I'm talking 8-9 degrees at night. It goes as low as 5-6, and the games will be at night. So, it's freezing out there.
It's burning up in Lagos. So
I'm sitting in my hotel room in Fes. Yeah, it's pretty much the same thing in Lagos. Yeah,
I think I'm in my hotel in
Fes waiting for tomorrow's game.
Air conditioning. Wow. All right.
I wish we could exchange some temperature. That would be nice. Anyway, so let's get on with it.
Enjoy. Enjoy. Have a good time. Travel safely. Good luck to the Super Eagles. Let us
They'll need it.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
This wordy mention for this week breaks my heart. Let me just preface my comments with that comment. You know how much I love Anthony Joshua, right? I think I'm a bigger fan of this dude than you are. I think I am.
Of course.
I think I am.
Yes, not that you think. You are. You definitely are.
I love this dude. I don't understand. I think me, just in general, maybe because in no world would I have been a professional athlete, right? I think because of that, I think I appreciate professional athletes maybe more than the average person. And for me, it's like, I just don't get but if you don't win that ultimate thing, whatever the ultimate thing is, to the person doing the critiquing, then everything else you did just doesn't matter, right? So I've seen people criticize AJ for not beating Dubois. I'm like, okay, he had one bad, one bad fight. Not beating this person, not beating that person. But I'm like, he also gave us a lot of great moments. But he's not a, what did you call him? He said he's not a, what did you say it wasn't? He said it wasn't a something. What was it that is not? I don't even remember. We've actually talked about him on one of our episodes.
We've talked about this, and I've listed out his positives and his negatives, right?
Yeah.
So he's just a slugger. He's just a tall guy that can hit hard, right?
You said he didn't have a chin. You said he didn't have a chin. Yes, you said he didn't.
Yeah, that's one of the negatives. He doesn't have a chin. Yeah. He gets hit once his eyes start rolling. Anyway, go ahead. Finish your point.
Okay, so that's my caveat, right? But this man, I was so upset when I saw, 3 months ago, they announced that Jake Paul was going to face Anthony Joshua. I had to check. I'm like, is this The Onion? I thought it was satire. I thought it was from The Onion. I'm like, there is no way. I mean, how do you go? How is this guy pulling? I mean, Mike Tyson was 89 years old, so whatever. That's a novelty. Man's biting his gloves and stuff. I'm like, why would AJ go after Mike Tyson? Like, what are we doing? So I thought there was no way. There was no way. But guess what? Yes, wait. It actually did happen. So I ask you, is boxing becoming, I'll say, even more of a joke? Because it already was a joke, right? We were hanging on by a thread. So please, I have a lot more, but please go for it.
So I'll just say a few things and hand this over to you because I mean it's you're more.
This is my shame. You want me to carry my shame?
I mean, it's your shame. So carry your shame. So for me, I didn't even know this was about. I didn't even know there was about. Yeah.
Wow.
I didn't even know. It was the next day that I just saw all over social media. People said they were waiting up to watch Jake Paul and AJ. I'm like, are you people insane? What business does Jake Paul have with AJ in a ring? That's a shame. And this is touted the bout of the year between a proper boxer, a professional boxer, and an amateur boxer, in my opinion, right? A YouTuber. So when I now heard of the kitty, right, that both of them made north of $95 million, right? I'm like, okay, if I'm AJ, I don't care. The people that say Ijao dollar, that's them. Ijao, what is it? 97 million freaking dollars. Ijao dollar. Me,
yeah,
I don't mind that. Yeah. I don't mind that at all. And I'm like, if that's the case, then nothing. Then what pissed me off was I now started watching clips pre and post of AJ talking about this bout as if he's talking about him trying to fight Dubois or trying to fight, what's his name? Talking about, oh, I'll take Jake Paul's, or was it? Is it Jake Paul? What was his name? I keep messing up his name. I think it's Jake Paul, isn't it?
Jake Paul. I think so. I hope so. It better be.
I hope so. I don't even know.
Of the Pauls.
Because they're one of the Pauls. There are two of them. So it was like, I'll take his soul. I'll take his soul. I'm like, of course you're going to take his soul. What nonsense are you talking about? Of course you're going to kill him. What else are you talking about? The guy now said, I promised you I was going to break his jaw and his jaw's broke. Of course you're going to freaking break his jaw. What the hell are you talking?
2 places.
What the hell are you talking about? Can't you see? You are a heavyweight boxer. Not even just any heavyweight boxer. You're a current heavyweight boxer that is ranked top 10 in the world. This dude is not even heavyweight. He had to eat up and gain weight to even be able to manage to be in the same ring with you. So all these nonsense that you're talking about, then someone told me, it was like, maybe that's part of the hype for the money. These are the commitments that you need to sell this battle. You need to talk to it. So I'm like, okay, for $97 million, maybe I'll say all those nonsense too. But this just kind of confirms my point that this is a joke. This is now going the wrestling route. Yeah. Where you will have an Undertaker face, give me one lightweight wrestler.
I don't watch wrestling.
Undertaker.
I refuse.
I used to watch wrestling long.
I refuse.
Maybe Bret Hart is even
Ricky Flair. I don't know. It was Ricky Flair big or small?
You get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Or there's this guy that wears mask who is nimble footed that pops all over the place. Getting that guy to fight like a Kane or an Undertaker or a Triple H, those guys are huge. That's what this is turning into.
But
that's what it's turning into.
It's scripted, so it's okay.
Do you think this isn't scripted? You think Jake Paul, Mike Tyson? Think Jake Paul and Mike Tyson wasn't scripted? It's a bloody joke.
Paul should have killed Mike Tyson. Because I don't care if you're a professional athlete or one of the greatest to ever do it. I don't know how Tyson is. He 56? You're not beating 30 whatever year old, 28, 29, whatever. You're not. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I mean, this man was barely. I mean, his knees were shot. Right. So Tyson out. So
Akin was pulling his punches in that bout. Tyson was pulling.
Because he still had the one punch power. Right. But there was no way it was going to make it into like the 7th round. He didn't have the conditioning. We all knew.
But if he had punched that guy once, that bout should have ended in 30 seconds. What are we talking about?
No, you're right.
So it was scripted. It was like, don't punch. You can't really punch this guy. You can jab him. No hook.
Then you can bite your gloves. What was that about?
Anyway. But you take this away. Okay. Take this away. Okay, I'm sick and tired of this.
Don't want to spend too much time on this, right? But there's a couple things, Yinka. Number one, so I didn't watch it, and not because I didn't want to, right? I was really, really upset when they set it up. But then on the night of, I thought I would watch it. I was actually packing for this trip. But then my TV in the room while I was packing decided to do all kinds of craziness with the streaming. And then I turned it off and I just forgot to turn it back on. You know, I turned it off with 15 minutes to go, forgot to turn it back on. Next thing I know, I was up all night, so I could have watched it. I just forgot. That's how unmemorable this thing was, right?
Yeah.
But then maybe even more shocking than when I heard this was going to happen was when I heard the next morning that it was a 6th round knockout. I'm like, how did we get to round 6? How is this possible? Because the one you can talk stuff about AJ, you know, as much as you want, but you can't say he can't punch. That man can't punch. That man is a finely tuned athlete. That man is ripped. He is strong. You should have killed this guy in 30 seconds.
Yeah.
And if it's all the same to you and you're getting paid anyway, why didn't you? So I'm going to stop there. I'm like, why didn't you? You know? And now you're boasting that you broke his jaw. I'm like, that's not even your personality. You would never do that with another boxer. You know, no matter what that boxer was saying about you. You would never hurt a boxer and then celebrate hurting a boxer. That's not you. You're like the nicest guy ever. You know? So I'm like, what is this fake heel, fake villain stuff that you're doing? You know?
It's part of the script, bro.
Because it's 2025 and AJ is a man of a certain hue and from a certain, shall we say, shithole country. Of course, it got political. So there was a UK politician. I wish I had taken the screenshot, but you know what? We're not even going to give this guy any publicity. But he posted something, and he said that he was mad that AJ came into the ring with a Nigerian flag.
Nigerian flag,
not a
British flag.
Never mind that he had represented Great Britain. You know,
at the Olympics.
Quotes. At the Olympics and won gold, I believe. He won gold.
Yeah.
2012 in London. That it was born in Great Britain. And has always represented himself as being of Nigerian heritage. He's never not done that, but been a Brit. This person has a problem with it and said, he would never go live that AJ would never go live in Nigeria, or in any country like Nigeria. So why is it flying the flag? Blah, 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 blah. So just thought I'll bring that to your attention. This is 2025 and this is where we are now. So good luck to us.
This is where we are now. Good luck to us. Anyway.
Okay. So, Inga,
yes, sir.
Let's do a quick zip around all the leagues. I've been traveling, so I haven't really kept up. So I'm not going to say much.
Yes, sir.
So you tell us what happened in France real quick. Do we have a title race still?
Yes, we still have a title race. PSG won, Lens won. Lens is still ahead of them by 1 point. Marseille also won, so they're still bubbling under. So we still have a title race in France.
Okay. All right. So let's do Serie A. There were a few matches that we highlighted last week. So you want to tell us what happened?
Yes. So in the Serie A, we highlighted, was it Juve Roma that we highlighted? I believe. We did. I think it was Juve Roma that we highlighted. That game ended up Juve 2, Roma 1. It was a good game actually, but Juve scored first, Roma equalized. Then Openda, who's been having a difficult time, Openda's he scored the winner. Quite happy for him. So Inter also won. So right now, Inter is on top of the table still with 33, a point ahead of Milan on 32, Napoli on 31, Roma on 30. That's how tight it is at the top of the Serie A. Yeah. And Juve is also bubbling on that. Juve is on 29. So it's actually 33, 32, 31, 30, 29. That's what you have currently. Then Bologna is a bit far apart at 25. Yeah? So that's what's going on in the Serie A.
All right. Let us do the Bundesliga. What is happening?
Bundesliga, Bayern won comfortably at Heidenheim. I think Heidenheim is the team that just came from the Oberliga. That's what they call their Division 2 in the Bundesliga, I believe. So Bayern still top. They're now 9 points clear of Dortmund. I think Dortmund actually, let me check. Give me a second. I think Dortmund actually dropped points over the weekend. Give me a sec. Let me quickly check. Actually, sorry, Dortmund won. Dortmund won 2-0. So who dropped points then? Okay, it was Leipzig that dropped points at home to Leverkusen. But like we said, it's Bayern champions are waiting. I don't think anybody's going to catch them at this rate. Yeah.
Okay. All right, and then I think that's pretty much over at this point. And then in La Liga, tell us what happened.
La Liga, Villarreal, Barcelona. I saw a bit of that game. Villarreal, Barcelona. Rafinha is carrying. I don't want to say carry, but Rafinha to some extent is looking like the main player in Barcelona right now. He got the penalty for the first goal. He won it and he scored it. It's one of those ones that the guy wanted to tackle but removed his leg, but Rafinha just clattered into him anyway. For me, it was 50-50. I've seen them given, right? And I've also seen them not given. But I think I'm not mad at the fact that it was given. I think it was fair enough. Villarreal then got sent off. That was a bit harsh. And it was a straight red. For me, that was a bit harsh. After Barcelona scored the penalty, Villarreal were actually on top, even till the red card. And after the red card, it turned into a training session for Barcelona. Then what's his name? Lamine Yamal then got the second goal. So Barca won 2-0. And then Real Madrid were home to Sevilla. Interestingly, Jude Bellingham, Kylian Mbappe, I think the lineup was slightly different. I think Rodrigo also started this game. Yeah, Rodrigo started, Vini Jr. started, Kylian Mbappe down the middle. This was a more offensive lineup by Xabi Alonso. It was Gula in midfield with Bellingham. And they looked better, if I can put it that way. They looked better than they had in the past. And I think it was that kind of, Bellingham and Goulet giving the free range kind of, to make things tick. Vini Jr., his drought still continues. It was Mbappe and Bellingham got both goals. Yeah? Was it? Yeah, it was Mbappe and Bellingham that got both goals. I saw a stat that was surprising for me. Right? We talked about Vini Jr. that he has not scored in like 7 games or how many games, right? Yeah. Add Adegula to that also. Adegula has calmed down significantly. He started the season on fire. All of a sudden, he's just cooled down. Yeah.
Yeah. Is that just age, maturity?
We talk about the rookie block, right?
Yeah.
I think this is his own version of the rookie block, right? And also, the coach probably didn't have as much faith in him and said, "You're off form, sit on the bench." Yeah. But there is talent there. There is a player there. And looking at really this Turkish pipeline of talents, Turkey have like 2 or 3 players that are, in my opinion, superb. Not even talking about Ragul, I'm talking about the guy at Juventus, Kenan Yildiz.
Everyone's been talking about. Everybody wants him.
That kid is special. That kid is special. You might factor in, it's Syria, the league might not be but no, you see, when you look at him play, eye test, no, this kid is he plays like a younger version of Chiesa, not the son, the father, right? You know, both feet, can shoot very well with both feet, is fast. His vision is not at the level it should be, but he's dangerous with the fact that he can shoot with both feet comfortably. Yeah. So I understand Arsenal are looking at him. There's been rumors all over the place. Everybody's looking at the kid. But Turkey have some young, decent players. Yeah. And you know, these are people. Turkey, for example, what's his name? Mesut Ozil is Turkish. Yeah. But he played for Germany. You have some other people that are Turkey that played for Germany. Yeah. Or even some other places. You know, Akan Çalhanoğlu, I think he still played for Turkey. He didn't play for Germany, did he? I think he played, but he started playing in Bundesliga. But Turkey has a history of, you know, decent players. And I like their current crop of players. But anyway, enough of my tangent. So Real Madrid won, Barca won, 4 points clear, Barca is still ahead. Barca's offense is just carrying them significantly. So it's all good. Yeah.
So before we leave La Liga and Barcelona, their coach this week was very upset because apparently Rafinha was not shortlisted in some FIFA something or other award that I care nothing about. I'm sure you care nothing about it either. But did FIFA make a mistake? I mean, you don't even care about a Ballon d'Or, so I know you're not checking for any FIFA 11, whatever.
I saw that list. And when I saw Jude Bellingham on it, I just said, this is worse of a joke than the Jake Paul Joshua bout. I just ignored it. How on earth would Rafinha not be there? Declan Rice wasn't even there.
Yeah, it's a
like,
joke.
What? It's a joke. It's a complete joke. So I saw it, I was like, I'm not even going to give this airtime. I'm not even going to give this airtime.
Inka, you're doing a great job just setting me up today, because you just set me up for my next question, which is not on the agenda, but next question, which just came to mind. Bellingham right now. Jude Bellingham right now. I'm not sure he's an England starter on merit.
I don't think so. Have you seen Morgan Rogers in recent times?
That's what I was going to say. So England is, so I think one of these guys, I can't remember which of the pundits said this. Maybe, I think it was Gary Neville. He said, you know, time was that England would have been lucky to get one of those kinds of players. Yeah. Now they have potentially 5, you know. If you just look at, can you play midfield? Can you carry the ball? Do you have special offensive talent? Do you score from free kicks? Do you arrive into the box? You know, that Scholesy type thing you got. Is at Bellingham may be number 5 or 5 right now. He may be number 5 or 5. He might be the least skilled of all of them. You know, he might be the least skilled. Yeah, so I agree. I mean, not that I care
so
what happens to England. But
we're going to talk about Morgan Rogers when we get to the EPL, right? But right now, if he's not starting for England based on merit, I'm sorry,
it's a problem.
That hole behind Kane, that's his position. That's it.
Now, it doesn't do a lot of the graft, the tracking back, all of that. You know, it doesn't really do that. And who knows what Tuchel wants? You know, that may be what Tuchel wants. I don't know. But yeah. Okay. So
anyway, quick one. We weren't gonna talk about the Nations Cup that's currently going on, but Egypt are playing Zimbabwe right now. They were down 1-0 before. Mamouche equalized and Salah just got the second goal, which is most likely gonna be the winner. It's an injury time.
And which would disappoint a certain, what's his name? Jimmy Carragher.
Mr.
Because
Carragher.
apparently, you know, he doesn't, Salah doesn't show up when it matters most.
So. Salah doesn't show up when it matters for Egypt. Anyway, all right, let's move on.
So let's frame this EPL discussion thus.
Yeah.
So let's start with Liverpool, right? Because there was big news coming out of Liverpool, right? So one, they've now gone, is it 5 or 6 unbeaten? Like again, look now. I never thought they were out of the race because again, the reason I keep saying that is, we're not even halfway through yet. We're not halfway through the season yet. Anything can happen. I think what you're saying is people don't actually believe that anything will happen. Like people, even those who love to hate Arsenal, trust Arsenal not to fold to such an extent that Liverpool can catch up. That's one. Two, people respect Pep Guardiola and Holland enough that they don't expect City to come to the chasing pack, if that makes sense. They just don't see, look, people get injuries, anything can happen. They just don't see it happen. They think there's enough in those squads to keep Liverpool at bay. I would say, I thought with Isak potentially hitting some kind of vein of form, that could be that could be the special thing that propels them, to be a real contender again. But now, he just had surgery today. So that's not going to be happening for a while.
So what did he have? Was it an ACL? What was his injury?
It's a broken leg.
Ooh.
It was a broken leg, yeah.
So that means he's out for
I don't know how long.
For a long period of time.
Let's find out. Isak injury.
I actually missed that news because I've been off. I didn't see that. I'm just hearing that for the first time.
Leg fracture 44 minutes ago. Yeah.
Whoa.
Liverpool confirm. Sweden striker suffered leg fracture after Mickey van der Ven challenge. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Leg fracture. He's expected to be out for a few months. That's all they say.
No, it's not. It's gonna be a while.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a while. Yeah. So here's my take on that Liverpool Spurs game. So I hear everything that you've said. They're unbeaten, unbeaten. Not that they've won. Out of that unbeaten run, they've had some draws in there, right?
They have.
So I'm not gonna really shade the refs, right, per se, but that Liverpool Spurs game, come on, man.
That was
the decisions that went against Spurs. I'm not a Spurs fan. I hate them.
We do not like them at all.
We don't like them at all. But it's part of our job, quote and unquote, for us to speak the truth, right? Akim, I'm sorry. That red card, for me, I've seen worse.
Yeah.
That we're not giving red cards. Yeah. That's all I'm going to say. Inconsistency again. And there is no way that second goal Ekitike should have stood. That's a foul. How on earth can you jump? We all saw him do that. Right? Yeah. This is just the same Joelinton Gabriel incidents several years ago. How is that not a foul?
So, the first time we talked about this, I made the comparison. Uche Okechukwu against the number 9 of Greece at USA 94. I don't know the guy's name. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It was a little man. Uche was a towering giant. And every time that man went for the ball, the Jews, Uche would just tower over him and head the ball. They kept calling fouls on him.
Yep.
So this was not in the box. This was outside the box. So, and my theory, if it's a foul on the outside, it should be a foul on the inside as well.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
So you wouldn't go like this in the middle of the pitch and just push somebody. You wouldn't do that. That would be a free.
So let's even say you jump and it's right in front of him. He pushed him. And VAR said there was not enough.
Would have gotten the ball.
Exactly.
Outside.
He said there wasn't enough. It wasn't enough to. I'm like, come on, man. You
know what there wasn't enough of? There wasn't enough courage. That's what it was.
Yeah.
In the law, they talk about a but-for test, right?
Yeah.
Meaning, but for XYZ happening, this other thing would not have happened. This is a straight up but for thing for me. Like, but for the push on this guy, the other guy would have scored. You know what I mean? So how is that? I don't get it. But anyway.
I don't get it. Yeah, we're talking about ref inconsistencies again. But before we move on, good luck to Ishak. We wish him. I was gonna mock Shino Peters, and
stop it. Stop it.
We wish him soonest recover.
Hey, idea is neat. There is one other piece of news though, Yinka. There's one other piece of related piece of news. Semenyo,
go ahead,
supposedly has agreed terms with Liverpool for a January transfer. So if that does happen, then that softens the blow a little bit on Isak. And I could probably argue that they need Semenyo maybe more than they need Isak, since Ekitike is doing a bang-up job, if you ask me. And Semenyo can just, frankly, play on the right, play on the left, wherever you want to put him. He can do both. He plays on the right at Bournemouth, though, right?
Yeah, he plays on the right.
Yeah, but he could play on the left too.
No, he plays on the left. Sorry.
He plays on the left, but he can play on the left.
He plays on the left, but he can play on the right. Yeah.
But he's at the AFCON now, right?
He's with Ghana. Yeah.
So I don't know if this is true.
No, hold on. Did Ghana make the AFCONs? No, it's not at the AFCONs.
They better have. How did Ghana not make AFCON?
Nah, I don't think they are the AFCON, Aki.
Are you sure? I'm disappointed.
Is Ghana of the AFCON? Ghana didn't qualify for AFCONs, man.
Wow. But they qualified for the World Cup.
Ghana is not here.
Wow, okay.
Ghana didn't qualify for the AFCONs. They missed out of AFCONs, but they went to the World Cup. They're going to the World Cup.
Wow. Oh my God. Please let us move on before I get triggered. Yeah, let us move on. All right.
Anyway, so let's move on to which game is that? The Villa game, the Villa United game
on Monday.
So
I didn't watch it.
Full disclosure, I also didn't watch it, right? But I didn't also watch the highlights, right? But I looked at the stats and whatever, and I noticed Morgan Rogers got 2 goals, right? And they beat United 2-1. So the interesting thing for me is that means Villa has played United, Arsenal, City at home, and they've got 9 points from those 3 games. Yeah.
Yeah.
And anybody wondering why they are where they are, this is the reason. Yeah. And what's his name? Emery. I don't want to say he's found a lineup that he's stuck to. In all these 3 games, it's the same lineup that played the 3 games. Yeah?
Yeah.
In the same position. McGinn on the right, Morgan Rogers on the left. They come into the midfield. They let Matson and Cash bomb down the flanks. Yeah? So he seems to have found what works for him. And I'm happy for him. But is this going to last? Is this going to be consistent? Will people now look at it and say, hey, yeah? So that's my question to you. So do you think with this Villa run of forms of 10 games, would you say, right, that they are somebody to look out for in this quote-unquote title race?
Absolutely not. Let me put it this way.
Good.
This is not even the first time that Emery has done this at Villa. Apparently, this is the second time he's doing it. What happened the first time? Did they win anything? No. And don't also forget that this guy paired up at Arsenal with Shkodran Mustafi to go 22 games unbeaten. This is what
Something along
Emery
those lines.
does, Yika. This is what Emery does. He sets records. They don't mean anything. This is what he does.
But there's always a first time for anything. There's always a first time. Do you believe this is the first time? Could this be a Leicester in the making for Villa?
No, he could not. You're crazy. Let me tell you what happened with Leicester. Okay, now Leicester.
No. Don't tell us about Leicester. Tell us about Villa.
I know. I'm telling you why they're not Leicester, right? Leicester were, in hindsight, we should have seen it coming. They had good players. Leicester is what happens when you have a bunch of unheralded, really good players. But for me, that's not the story. The story is Arsenal, Spurs were terrible, and I'll tell you why. And then City were not ready. Pep Guardiola would come in the year after. The coach at the time had just been fired, or it was leaked that it was fired, whatever it was. It was all bungled. It was really bad. The morale was bad. The Chilean guy, I forget his name, Pellegrini.
Pellegrini, that is now at Betis, yeah.
Totally messed it up, right? But if you really think about it, so Arsenal beat the champions home and away. Away 2-1, home 5-2. And finished 10
the reverse.
Reverse. No. I thought it was 5-2. Away to at Leicester 2-1.
At Leicester 5-2. At Emirates 2-1.
Even worse, right? And still finished 10 points behind. So you can't tell me there was a title challenge that year. There was no title challenge. Because if there was a title challenge and you take 6 points off the champion, you shouldn't finish 10 points behind the champions. That is not a challenge, right? That is not a challenge. That is ridiculous. And
fair point.
With,
I totally agree with
5 games to go, Spurs had a shot. And Spurs were like, why would you expect us to win anything? Why are you looking at us? Stop looking at us. So for me, look, and Chelsea that was one of the seasons they came 7th or 10th or whatever, right? So I think Leicester ran unopposed that year. Leicester ran unopposed.
Fair point. And looking at the games coming up for Villa, right?
Thank you.
So they have 2 tough away games coming up. So they're away to Chelsea, then away to Arsenal in the space of 3 days. Yeah.
Yeah.
So will the opposition change if they come out of those 2 games with, I don't want to
6 points?
If they come out with 6 points or 4 points.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Let's do 6 points. Will the opposition change if it's 6 points?
So let's say they beat Chelsea and Arsenal beats whoever Arsenal is playing. I don't know who. No. And Arsenal beats whoever, right? They will still be 3 points behind Arsenal?
3 points behind Arsenal, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then they play each other and they do
Tuesday
the
night of the 30th.
And they do the double against Arsenal. They will now be level on points, with Arsenal having superior goals difference. Right?
Hopefully by then.
They will. What you're asking me to do is to say, going forward, I trust Unai Emery's squad. I trust Unai Emery, by the way. I think he's a really good coach. And I don't think he goes out of his way to sabotage his teams. I don't think so at all. But I don't trust his squad as much as I trust Arsenal's squad. So all I can do is, as a betting man, who would I choose? I would choose Arsenal over Villa, right? Now, I would choose Arsenal over City's team, but Haaland can make anybody eat their words. Like Arsenal don't really have a special player on the level of Haaland. You know what I mean? Like Villa have a special player in Morgan Rogers, but he's not better than the Sakas and Rices of Arsenal.
Fair point.
He's only special because he's so much better than everybody else on his team. From an absolute point of view, he's not a special player. He's not Haaland. So that's my take on Villa.
Okay, fair enough. But I think we should give Morgan Rogers his flowers, right? He's playing. It's amazing. He's playing out of his mind right now.
Offensively.
He's offensively, wise. Of course.
It doesn't
is amazing. Is amazing. So let's move on. Let's move on to which other game do you want to talk about?
Let's talk about the Arsenal game.
Let's talk about the Arsenal game.
Yeah.
So what's your take on that game?
Okay. So the context was Arsenal were behind City because City played first, right?
Yeah.
City played first, and City had gone up by what? 1 point. City had gone up by a point. And plus 2 at the time goals differential, right? And everybody was, we're no longer top of the table. I'm like, calm down. Now, I think for the last 5 or 6 years, Goodison Park, now called something else, new stadium, somebody's name, I don't know.
Something Hickinson or something.
Yeah, it was actually a beautiful stadium. Interesting.
It is.
A beautiful stadium. Arsenal pretty much drew home and away against Everton last year. It was one of the 14 draws that Arsenal had, which is one of the reasons they didn't win the league. They had 14 draws, and lost by 10 points, right?
Yep.
So for me, I felt like Everton were not dangerous. I think Wolves may have even been more dangerous than Everton were. The refereeing decisions were bizarre. Okay, some were just plain wrong, and some were bizarre and inconsistent. So, and I think Saliba, in Yoruba, they need to go and watch it because he was the first one to get caught for kicking air, pretty much, right?
Yes.
And then they now refuse to give him a penalty against him when he did it again. That was the way they interpret the rules. That's a stone cold penalty. I don't believe it. But
to your point, Aki, we've
seen
them given and we've seen them not given.
We've seen them given a lot.
You remember Gabriel Jesus, Aston Villa, several seasons ago, exactly the same thing. It wasn't given. But subsequently to that, they've been given. We've seen a lot of it. So when I saw the replay, I was like, that looks a pen. That's the
they give it all the time
that Spurs had against Arsenal 2 seasons ago at the when Rice wanted to kick the ball and he kicked the stud of the guy. It was given a pen. So
they
my
give
point
it more
is,
than they don't give it.
Why wasn't that given a pen? Yeah, I was surprised. Right? Then you go to the Arsenal penalty, right? And you saw the double hand, and they said they're going to VAR. How the ref, out of that whole incident, and you saw it, and you thought that was a goal kick to Everton, surprises me. It beats me. Then the Gyökeres, the pull-out, double hand in the back, before shoved him into the net. And they like touting this guy as the new Michael Oliver. They've been saying is the next big thing, is a young ref, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, this is Oliver 2.0. This guy is just ego tripping all over the pitch. Is ego tripping all over the pitch? This is absolute nonsense. Yeah?
Yeah.
But other than the inconsistency, Aki, in my opinion, that game, if I'm an Everton, I'm sick and tired of this. You can't be playing at home, irrespective of who's coming. You can't be playing at home and be packing the bus and be expecting to hit on the counter at home. Yeah. I think that's, in my personal opinion, right? I think it's embarrassing. I know they know that is their best bet, right?
Yeah.
To get something out of the game. But you saw what happened in the second half when they saw that, we've lost the goal, right? We need to come out. Arsenal then had better chances. They hit the post twice, right?
Yeah.
And Gyökeres had some one-on-ones that he probably should have done. Not probably. It definitely should have done better.
Should have done better.
Right?
Saka should have done better on one.
Saka should have done better, right? Everton had XG of 0.2, Aki.
Yeah. Yeah.
No big chances
Arsenal,
created.
I think, was 1.8. Yeah.
5 shots on target for Everton as against Arsenal's 13. So I guess a lot of people came out and said Arsenal didn't play. I'm like, which game did you all watch? Right? This, in my opinion, is a game where we barely got into second gear, right? Because you have a game on Tuesday, you're injured. Just manage the game and get out of there. Get your 3 points, no injury, and run. and run
away from
that game. Could have easily been exactly. It could have been 2-0, 3-0 for me.
Yeah.
For
me, it was a 3-0 game. It was a 3-0
exactly.
game.
The only chance they had was that potential penalty. That if they had been given, I probably wouldn't have. I wouldn't have batted an eyelid. I would have said, "Yeah, I've seen." Do I think it's a penalty? Hell no. But have I seen them given? Yes. And if it's consistency we're pushing for, right? I've seen them given more than they've not been given. Exactly.
Yes, especially more recently. It's almost orthodoxy now. It's almost orthodoxy. They're like, no,
it's ridiculous, Aki. There was a match. I'm not sure which game it was. I think it was the Liverpool. Was it the Liverpool Spurs game where one guy barged into a defender? They were going for the ball, and the ref said it's 50-50.
Yes.
Was it the
was
it the Liverpool game?
VAR said it. I don't remember, but I VAR said it was. No. Are you sure it wasn't the Arsenal one? Are you sure it wasn't Zubimendi?
Was it? I can't remember.
No. It was Spence. It was Jet Spence.
It was Spurs. It was Jet Spence.
Yeah, it was Spurs.
And I'm like, that's a stonewall penalty. The guy had his shoulder in his back. How the hell is that 50-50? That's Spence ended up in the billboards. Yeah. And VAR looked at that and said that's shoulder challenge. So see, right now, I don't know what is and what is in the penalty anymore. I've said this a long time. I've been saying it again. I have no freaking idea. Yeah. Now, Fulham played this evening. They won 1-0. That's the other game. They just finished now. Fulham's team looks different. All the Nigerian boys are not there.
They're at AFCON.
They're the AFCON. Then one final point on EPL before we wrap this up.
Okay.
Arteta's done 6 years. There's been a lot of chatter around the fact that has it been a success? Right? A lot of people, some Arsenal fans have said they've said, if he doesn't win this season, he should be fired. No. Right?
No.
Hold on. So, like we always say, sometimes our opposing team fans make more sense, right? So Mark Goldbridge. So Mark Goldbridge, he came on and he had his take on this. Man U fan. I don't need to say anything. If you want to know what I feel, just go listen to him. I couldn't have said it better. He said it. He hit the nail on the head, right? And I think the key takeaway out of his rant was, I'm a United fan. I will kill to be in Arsenal's position right now. And that's all you need to know.
That's all.
And I think this is where the jealousy is coming from. All those people that are saying, all those people that are gaslighting Arsenal fans to say he's not a success, he's not this, if he doesn't win this season, they fire him. They said, they are looking for they want us to be riffraffs. Yeah, they want us to be riffraffs like them also. That's the way I see it. I've said this 1,000,001 time. I'll hand over to you shortly. I said 1,000,001 times, right?
The delay.
The delay. It's fine. I get it. So I've said this 1,000,001 times. Yeah, it's nobody's birthright to win stuff, right? I just want to be relevant. I've been irrelevant in Europe for years, Aki.
Decades.
Yeah, decades, Aki. I've been irrelevant, right? Now some people are tasting the irrelevance and they hate it. So why would I now look at somebody that has made me relevant? Yeah. And I will say, hell no, I'm going to fire you, right?
Yeah.
Stuff doesn't work that way, right? But then, my last point, and I'll hand over to you. If you remember the Golden State Warriors, Mark Jackson kind of took them to a point where they needed something extra to take them over the edge, right? And till today, I still wonder whether if Mark Jackson had stayed, right, the Golden State Warriors would have ended up becoming quote-unquote dynasty. I don't want us to argue whether they're a dynasty or not, but you get my point. Yeah?
I do. Ooh, that's a tough one. That's a tough one.
That is the counter that I'm looking at. But my point right now is, who in the current coaching whatever out there will I trust enough to hand this this project over to, right, that will take it a step further or that will flip. I don't think this is a coaching talent issue or a coaching issue. I'm looking at more or less a personal issue. Do you know if you got an Mbappe instead of a Gyökeres, right? You see what I'm trying to say? Or if Martinelli turned out to be give me somebody that is playing at a higher level, right?
A higher level right now. I mean, old Vinny, not the current Vinny.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I would look at it as Mark Jackson wasn't the problem. It was just that Steph and Clay were still evolving, and it was just a coincidence that Steve Kerr came and took all the glory that Mark Jackson should have gotten.
It's very well said.
I yield.
No, it's very well said. So, and you know, we're very familiar with this. What was that? The origin story of the Golden State Warriors, right? Because I love Mark Jackson. I can't say that I love Steve Kerr, but I will give him this credit. He simplified things for them, right?
Yes.
And he simplified it by installing an extremely complex offense, right? It's counterintuitive, right? But where everybody knew their role, right? And then it takes a certain level of genius to look at Draymond Green and see what he became, right? It wasn't that in college. I don't think it was that in Mark Jackson's, time either,
But we could see the trajectory. Exactly.
Yeah. But a lot of it, man, this is such a good point. Because a lot of it is just the natural evolution.
Absolutely.
They were always going to, which was one of my points when people were killing Arsenal. I'm like, you're not accounting for Saka getting better. You're accounting for them being healthy, but not improving. So I think that's a great point. But to answer the question directly on Arteta, I would not swap him for anybody. If it's, you think someone else can prosecute a tournament better, he won a tournament already. So we know he can do the tournament then, Now the question is, is there something about him that doesn't let Arsenal win leagues? No. The team that has finished above Arsenal each of the last 3 years has won the league. So you just need to take one more monster down. That's it. And now
that's it.
We're going to do it. So that's it.
That's it. So I think, well said, that's where I stand. Thank also you. With respect to this whole thing, right? So guys, just go calm down.
Please.
I think it will get to the point that even if he himself will walk, right, where he believes he has done his best and he can't take it further, right? But I think it is ingratitude to some extent, right? For Arsenal fans to have that, don't you guys remember where we were? I'm sorry. I just want to be relevant.
People don't remember. People don't remember.
They don't remember. I just want to be relevant. Anyway.
Remember. Yeah.
So that's the EPL, Aki, and I think we've run through the gauntlet. We've gone through the whole 5 leagues, I believe.
Inka, there's a couple games coming up. Let's quickly talk about them. Chelsea versus Villa, we kind of mentioned already, so I don't think we need to go more in depth.
We've kind of mentioned that already.
Yeah, who do you think is going to win, though? Chelsea versus Villa?
I think it's going to be a draw.
Okay.
I think it's going to be a draw. I think Chelsea rotates well enough, right? And they stay fresh. Cole Palmer is back. All that. I think Villa are resilient enough. It's going to be a good game. I believe it should be a draw.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And then what
do you
about
think?
Newcastle? What do I think? I think all good things come to an end. And both teams are actually on a roll, so to speak. Since Chelsea defeated Arsenal 1-1, I don't think they've won Any games in the EPL?
They've defeated other clubs 1-1 also. So they defeated Newcastle 2-2 over the weekend.
So that's all they're doing now. They're just getting 2-2 goalless draws, 1-1 goalless draws.
Draw specialists. They win, draw, win, draw specialists. However you want to call it. So I think
the Arsenal game, I think, took a lot out of them. Actually, I have some sympathy for that because I don't want to talk through, from both sides of my mouth. I'm really, really big on player safety. And I feel like the authorities, the powers that be, do not protect the players enough. So I don't want to play these Chelsea guys into the ground, and I feel like they've done that. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of that. All right.
Okay, next one.
Manchester United versus Newcastle United. Man, party like it's 1996. I mean, this is crazy.
I don't know what's gonna happen in this game. Dare I say Newcastle go into Old Trafford and smash them. I think I'm giving this to Newcastle. United,
think smash. I don't know. I think they will win. Yeah, I don't. So I don't think. No. Be like, yeah. You mean beat them?
I mean beat them. Yeah. They'll get 3 points. It's not gonna be 5-0, 4-0. But
no.
I think Newcastle win this. Yeah.
I think we're on the same page. Do we have a donkey of the week?
Of course. Whoever set up the Jake Paul, Anthony Joshua. Whoever thought that was a decent idea, but
can we add the fighters, not just the
I won't blame because no. They are rich donkeys. Those are rich donkeys. I don't mind.
That's fair.
You're a donkey and you're rich. Yeah, can I really call you a donkey? $97 million. Come on, man. I don't want to add those two, right? I know the purse is crazy, but I think this AJ, my respect for AJ has crashed. Yeah. From a boxing perspective, but at the same time, dude, he's $97 million richer than I am.
It's crazy. What care about what you think.
He doesn't care about what I think about his respect. But is he still my donkey of the week?
Respect the stacks,
Yes, respect this. You can even slap me with a couple of $1 million, But does that absolve him of me calling him a donkey or whoever the whole set up a donkey? I don't think so. So
well said.
There you have it. That's my donkey of the week.
We did not make it under 1 hour, but let's close this out strong.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes, sir. So thank you, people. I will. 90 episodes in, we're still waxing strong. This young man is not tired of me yet.
No, never.
Not tired of me yet, and we still keep going, right? So, like I've always said to young guys listening out there, just start. Yeah, it doesn't have to be perfect when you start. Yeah, are we perfect as we are right now? No, we're not. Right? We're still evolving, also looking for new ways to grow and new ways to do this. And for us to grow, we need y'all help. Y'all know what to do. Yeah? Tell people about us, like, subscribe, engage us. The new year promises to have different flavor here and there. Things will change. I promise you that. We'll keep that in the back for now. We'll let y'all know plans of how we intend to shake things up a bit. But once again, guys, thanks. We do this for you guys with nothing. I mean, PSP, Popular Side Podcast, is nothing without you guys. We appreciate it. But like Oliver Twist, we want more, right? Side hustle is still a hustle. Yeah. Akin looks very comfortable. As you can look at me, I'm not comfortable at all. I'm still a funny hustler, guy, right? I'm still a hustler. So please, guys, do the needful. Like, subscribe. When you see us across any of your social media platforms, we're on almost everything. Thank you very much. Akin, over to you.
All right, very well said, Yinka. Thank you, Yinka. Enjoy AFCON. Bring us back some footage You did a pretty good job of doing that. Don't get into any shenanigans at the stadium like you almost did in Cote d'Ivoire. Don't get locked out. Don't do any of that. I don't think Morocco. No, I don't think Morocco. I don't think. I think it was an Ivorian thing.
Yeah. I don't think Morocco would do that. They seem very well organized. And even if they do, I'm here with the whole. I have to be on my best. I have to be on my best behavior. I'm just gonna go. If anybody slaps me, I'll just walk away. I'm not even going to do anything.
That's better that way. Yeah, but enjoy. And thank you, everyone. And we will be back next week. Sadly, in this format again. Well, we'll see you then, and goodbye.
Bye, people.